Hey, what's up? I'm Joshua Enns and I am a filmmaker and YouTuber, but the last few years I've been on quite a hiatus from YouTube, but the good news is I'm coming back.
I once was dead, but now I'm alive. I was blind, but now I see. I used to follow myself, now I follow Jesus. And I'm coming back to create new content for the glory of God. I believe each one of us was created by the Creator to create. And the way I do that is filmmaking. I've had a passion for filmmaking since I was a little kid. I believe this is my calling. My name is Joshua Enns. Join me as I embark on this journey of following Jesus and creating content. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hey, what's up guys? Thank you so much for watching that and sticking around. If you haven't yet, I would greatly appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button. Honestly, it does more than you know. For those of you that have subscribed already and have been around for several years, you'll notice that the last few years, I haven't really done anything on this channel. Well, that is about to change and I'm super excited to let you guys know everything I have planned for this channel. But before I do that, I want to give you an update on what's been going on the last few years in my life and also kind of give you an overview of my channel over the years up until this point. So rewind to May of 2016, I got married to my best friend, and then we got married in the States, and then we moved back to Canada where I'm from. And then we just began life there. I started working just a full-time job and doing some YouTube stuff, just kind of a little bit on the side. And then I started getting into wedding films. So I started making wedding videos and commercials as a business. I started doing that as a side while I was still working my full-time job. So I did that for a few years and kind of neglected this channel and started doing my business channel. Then fast forward to December 2018, we had our first daughter, Eliana, was born, and life just got a little bit busier with that. And then fast forward again to October of 2020, we had our second daughter, Adriana. So our hands were definitely full with them, but they are such a blast, but that is kind of one of the reasons why I haven't done as much on this channel. I just want to kind of give you guys an update in regards to that, why I've been so absent, and then also explain why I'm coming back on this channel, what I'm going to be doing here, and why you should still definitely be subscribed. And if you haven't, then you need to subscribe. As well as my wife and I building our photography and videography business over the last few years and slowly transitioning into that as our full-time job. If you want, you can actually check out some of my wedding films. I'll put a link here. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, go check them out and you can see what I've been up to. So that about wraps up what I've done on this channel. I think I posted a travel film sometime in 2020 or so. And then most recently I posted a music video that I got the chance to direct, film, and edit. So basically create from scratch to the final product. I got to create this apart from the music.
Fully knowing as feelings keep growing, we won't be committing. So intoxicating, dropping the knees ass.
Me and the artist came up together kind of with this concept based on the song that he had written and the story within the song. And so we made that come to life in the music video. So if you haven't watched that, I would love for you to go check it out. It's one of my passion projects and definitely something I want to do more in the future. And so that might be something you see on this channel coming up. Just more of my work, whether that be short films or music videos or any sort of passion projects I'll probably post on this channel. So fast forward in my life to late 2021, my family and I decided to move back to the States where my wife is from. And so we've been here for about just over a year and we started to build a life here in the States. So now that I've filled you in a little bit on the last few years in my life, let's look to the future and see what this channel is going to be. As many of you know, I am a filmmaker, so I definitely want to do more some tutorials and behind the scenes stuff. Any sort of filmmaking projects I'm working on, that's definitely something that you can expect to see on this channel. Just filmmaking tips, specifically Christian filmmaking tips, stuff that I have learned or am I currently learning as I'm doing these projects. I think will be really cool to take you guys along on that journey with me. And also most likely display some of my short films on this platform so you can see the behind the scenes and then the finished product. But the thing that I'm super excited about sharing that I'm gonna actually be releasing on this channel almost immediately, very soon coming up, is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. And it's been in the back of my mind to do for a very long time. I didn't know exactly what it would look like or how to do it. But this year, I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna launch 2023. I'm going to do it, and that is a podcast. I'm starting a podcast. It's gonna be a cinematic video podcast that will mainly be on YouTube. It will be on the other audio platforms, podcast platforms, and obviously be able to watch it in the full capacity here on YouTube because you can watch it and listen to it. People ask me what it's about. It's just gonna be about Jesus. It's gonna be about my journey, my testimony, also what's happened the last few years. I've had a radical encounter with Jesus that has changed my life forever, that has transformed me and changed my perspective on the whole gospel and really what following Jesus looks like. So that's what this podcast is going to be about, just me talking about that. Pretty general, pretty simple, but we might kind of dive into certain topics as we go on, more specific, more detailed topics within that lifestyle of following Jesus, what that looks like, and everything that Jesus has provided for us through the price that he paid when he died on that cross and then rose to new life. What happened to us? Basically, we're going to look at what happened to the Christian. When we believe on Jesus, when we accept salvation, yes, we're going to go to heaven with him one day, but is there more than that? Is there more? Does Jesus have more for us to do? Has he called us to a life that's more than just one day we're headed to heaven? And the answer is absolutely yes. So that's what we're going to talk about. Over the last year or so, I've been on TikTok, and so I've been making these shorter form videos, just talking about Jesus, talking about my testimony, talking about what I've learned. And as I've done that, I've started to dive a little deeper, and people have asked me questions and things like that that I know that it's hard to answer in just like 1 minute TikTok. So I think this podcast is going to be the perfect way to be able to talk about these issues and these things, because I know for years I was longing for something more. I knew that there was something more to the Christian life. I just didn't know what. And so I know that there's a lot more of you out there, people that sincerely love God, but they just don't know what is expected of them, or they don't really know what the Christian life should look like, but yet they know there's more. And so super excited to be able to do this. I by no means have it all figured out, but I can only speak from that encounter with Jesus and that experience that the Holy Spirit has been teaching me as I decided to step out and truly follow after Jesus, to go after him with everything I am. I filmed the first couple episodes. They're going to be released right away here, and then I plan to release them throughout the year, at least once a month. Maybe I will do more than that. I haven't fully decided how many I'm going to do, but because they are going to be kind of longer length podcasts, and then they're also going to be a full they're going to be filmed basically like a short film or like a scene setup. So it's going to be very cinematic. They're all going to be probably outside in very scenic locations where you can take in the mountain view, when you can take in the nature sounds and all that, all while I'm talking about Jesus. So I'm super excited to kind of do this style of podcast. I'm not sure what you really call this style of podcast, but I really want to do this. I want to kind of do something different than just your typical at a table podcast. So we'll see how it goes. And I would appreciate it if you guys stick around to watch them with me. and be here and comment and let me know what you think as they come out. Give me feedback and even give me ideas for topics. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here, for watching this video. And again, if you've been subscribed all these years, you are the bomb. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And I am so excited to be able to release this, hopefully really good content for you guys, and just kind of go in this new direction on this channel. So I say all that to say, get used to seeing me again on this platform with a ton more content coming your way. And again, if that's something, if anything I've said interests you, please, a way that you can help me out is to, number one, subscribe if you haven't. And number two, turn on the notification bell right beside the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I post something, so you know right away and you can be the first one to see new content when it drops. And number three, what you can do to help me is comment below. Comment any ideas, any critiques, any suggestions, whatever. And fourthly, please like this video if you liked it. And that's all the things I gotta do, you know, to get the algorithm moving in my favor back again on YouTube. So besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Grace and peace.